Good afternoon, everybody. Just thought I would run through the keeper list and comment on players' keeps and point out which players have now been kept twice and will not be able to be kept for next year. I will also post that list on the message board, so it's there for everybody as well throughout the season. Remember, you can trade for those players throughout the season, but they will not be able to be traded for during the pre-draft trading period next year. So if you want those players at those rounds, make sure you do it in season. All right, so I'll just go through the list in terms of the draft order and comment on the keepers and go from there. So Richard, this year is being known as Run CMC. Not sure if he's changing it back to McGiblets or not, but we'll see. So he made the big trade with Jen to acquire Darren Waller and Josh Allen. So that's a top tight end, top quarterback, so it's a good start for him. And both players obviously have kept once, so that's pretty straightforward. Jay and Adam, the Evil Buddies, traded for Trey Kill, which was a little bit of a surprise, but came in there at the last minute. So that'll be their first keep for Hill, and Austin Eckler is their second keep. And that is their second keep for Austin Eckler, so he will not be able to be kept for next year. Sorry about the banging, we got some renos going on, so just be patient. Chris, Laughing Jesters, coming up, decided to keep some late receivers in Robbie Anderson and Chase Claypool. Both have potential wide receiver 2 upside, so that's pretty great to have those in double-digit rounds. And then next is Rob, or Perfect Pandemic. He decided to keep DeAndre Hopkins in round 2 and Justin Jefferson in round 10. That one surprised me a little bit. I thought he might keep Gibson with the 9th round keep, but Hopkins is still a great receiver with Kyler Murray, so we'll see how that plans out. Wayne decided to keep no one or didn't fill it out. I have no idea, so we'll wait and see what he says, but Wayne went with the 0 keep strategy for this year. Sunil did go with Derrick Henry and Josh Jacobs. I believe in the first video called him Travis Henry, which is a little bit of a throwback, but that's that. And then Josh Jacobs is the second player. Josh Jacobs is the second keep for him, so he won't be able to be kept for next year either, which is a 3rd round spot, which isn't too bad, so we'll see how it works out there. Dallas is next, keeping Jonathan Taylor in round 3, which is fantastic value considering he's a 1st round running back in a lot of experts rankings and all that kind of stuff. And he's keeping Alvin Kamara for the 2nd time, so he won't be able to be kept, and he still has that 13th round keeper tag. He's been traded from Richard to Rob to Dallas, so we'll see if he gets traded again with that 13th round value, or if he'll just be there next year for somebody to draft. Dave pulled off a trade to acquire a second 18th round pick, which allowed him to draft James Robinson and Myles Gaskin. With the ETN injury, that's a big help for Dave, so allowed him to keep that late round running back, 2 potential running back 2s in the 18th round. That's awesome for him. Great start there. He can focus on either a running back or go receiver heavy at the start. We'll see what he does. As I alluded to in my other video, I went with Dalvin Cook and Stefan Diggs. Didn't really have much else choice. I like Cook over Chubb, but I'm worried about Cook's injury potential. He ran a lot last year. They'll probably run him into the ground again this year. I like Chubb. He was a great running back in the second half last year, but I had to go with Cook. I think he's a better running back. It's all going to come down to that injury. Jeremy starting off with 2 top receivers in Devontae Adams and DK Metcalf in rounds 1 and 3, so that's great there. Ty is keeping Travis Kelce and DeAndre Swift in the 5th round. Great keepers. Kelce's been going in the 1st round in mock drafts. DeAndre Swift, is about a 3rd round, late 2nd round running back, so 5th round value is pretty good. And last year's champion, Jen, will be keeping Aaron Jones in 11 and A.J. Brown in 17. Those are her second keeps now for both players, so she won't be able to keep those guys for next year. So if you're interested in any of those 2 guys, make sure you trade for her during the season. Unless, of course, she's in the running, then she probably won't trade you. She's pretty crafty that way, so we'll see what she does. So to recap, so the players that cannot be kept going into next season, Jays and Adams, Austin Eckler, Sunil, Josh Jacobs, Dallas, Alvin Kamara, and then Jen with Aaron Jones and AJ Brown. So that's the keeper list for today. I'm looking forward to the draft tomorrow. Can't wait. It's that time of year. I have my own draft tonight for another league, another one tomorrow for this league, and then one on Thursday. So great time of year. Enjoy, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow at the draft. Any questions, comments, concerns, post them on the message board. I will get to them as soon as I can. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.